Yeah, but again, this is not unique to ML, right? Like this has been happening with, every hedge fund or insurance, actuary that operates a system on a desktop in Excel, right? We all do this.
So that's a great example, right? So let's talk about how we fix it in hedge funds, right? Because way back in the Wild West, I'm sure when people were making their very first hedge funds, it's basically no controls, right? It basically is just a black box where you gave them their money, and maybe it was a Ponzi scheme, and maybe it wasn't. Very much like ML today. But I think that what really changed there, right, is when you look at investing now, not only are there just regulations, and probably some of those are good and some of those are bad, but I think that if you look really specifically at the contractual language that people have worked on to figure out, here's what you're allowed to do with my money, here's what you're not allowed to do with my money, right? That has changed really, really dramatically. And I think if you look at what is important, it is that combination of sort of these regulations and these new tools and new control planes over hedge funds, right? That has transformed them. I mean, there's still black box aspects to them. You don't want to ask a hedge fund exactly what their secret sauce is, right? But you've got control, and I really think that is what matters.
Yeah, so there, I think what you're pointing to is the sort of fiduciary regulations, right? Where there is a shared ownership of when things go right and wrong.
Right.
Level 5 autonomy in cars is a great example of this, right?
Where that's not in place.
Doesn't exist.
Exactly.
We haven't figured it out yet.
Right. And I think it's one of the things where it's just like there are critical challenges in getting incentives aligned and getting everyone rowing in the same direction that do disappear in this sort of theoretical way when you've got level 5 autonomy, because you just have to not believe that a human is going to exist. But I think that is something that people miss. Is I think level 5 autonomy is like poorly constructed, because in any world, someone's still going to be putting a root in, right? You're going to be plugging your phone in, playing music, whatever. Like there's going to be a human component there no matter what. It might be radically different, but it's not going to disappear entirely.